some breaking news just coming to me now. It looks like we do now have that statement from Hezbollah confirming the death of Hassan Nasrallah. Bear with me, I'm just looking at this as it's coming in just now. So this looks like it's a statement on Telegram that has come from Hezbollah, suggesting that Hassan Nasrallah, or confirming that Hassan Nasrallah has been killed. So that is the latest that we're hearing from them. As we said, the Israeli Defense Forces said this morning that they had killed Hassan Nasrallah, but we are hearing now from Hezbollah, confirmation from Hezbollah. They are saying that Hassan Nasrallah, a significant moment, they say, was killed in that airstrike here in southern Beirut last night.
Anna, thank you very much for that. We are just digesting that latest breaking news from Anna there. Just want to recap what we are hearing. This is from the Reuters news agency, a significant development. Lebanon's Hezbollah says its leader, Nasrallah, has been killed in a statement. They go on to say that the group will continue its battle. And just repeating that Lebanon's Hezbollah says its leader, Hassan Nasrallah, has been killed. Now just hearing a news flash from the AFP news agency repeating the same information. So we've been waiting a couple of hours for any kind of formal confirmation from either Hezbollah or from Iran, and now it seems we have it. Let's cross back to Anna, who is still live for us in Beirut. So we have that confirmation from Hezbollah's point of view. What does this mean, Anna?
It is a hugely significant moment, Lewis, as we've been reflecting all morning. This is what Israel said several hours ago. They said that they had very precise and clear intelligence that Hassan Nasrallah had been killed. And as you say, we were really waiting for that confirmation from Hezbollah themselves. And it's nearly 24 hours now since that strike, but they have released this statement. They say, Hezbollah, that their battle against Israel will continue. But the significance of this moment is sort of huge on several fronts. So let's just work through them for a moment. One is the actual organisation itself. Now, it was interesting yesterday evening, in the first few hours after this strike, some of the rhetoric that was coming from Iran. They started talking about the fact that every leader, every organisation had people ready to take over. And I think that was the first hint that Hassan Nasrallah may have been killed. And they were talking about the strength of the organisation. But again, you know, he was involved right from the start. He was involved in the inception of Hezbollah. It is his face that is on the posters that you see in the Hezbollah strongholds. It is his voice that delivers those speeches regularly. You know, he is very much the figurehead of that organisation. And we've been talking about several of the top commanders who have also been killed in Israeli strikes over the last few days, but none of them has the name or the face recognition of Hassan Nasrallah. So it will have an impact on the party. It will have an impact on the military organisation. Hezbollah is, of course, a proscribed terrorist organisation. It's important to remember, among various governments around the world, but also a political party as well here in Lebanon. So it will be interesting to see the impact it has on Hezbollah, but also in terms of potential response, because he is a significant figure here in the Middle East in that axis of resistance, the Iranian axis of resistance that brings in Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis in Yemen, Iranian-backed militias in places like Iraq and Syria. So the question now, I think, will be what calculations Iran will make. Now, bear in mind Ismail Haniyeh, who was a significant figure in Hamas. He was their political leader, one of the top two, along with Yahya Sinwar. He was also killed in Israel they didn't claim the strike, but he was killed, Ismail Haniyeh, a few weeks ago. And there hasn't yet been what you would describe as a formal significant response to that. So I think what will now be happening, certainly in Tehran, is they will be taking stock and they will be considering what they want to do and say in response to what is, Lewis, as we were saying, a very significant moment. This large strike, which we saw and heard in the southern suburbs of Beirut last night, which we know has now killed the leader of Hezbollah, Hassan Nasrallah. I just want to bring you, if I may, Lewis, just a couple of lines from that statement that Hezbollah have released. They talk about Hassan Nasrallah, in their words, moving. They say he is moved to the side of the Lord and to his pleasure as a great martyr, a heroic, bold, brave, wise, insightful and faithful leader. They say that he has joined his great immortal martyr comrades whose path he led for nearly 30 years. They also talk about the continuation of Hezbollah and of Hezbollah's mission that they say to support Gaza and Palestine, to defend Lebanon and its steadfast and honourable people. It is a long statement. That is just a flavour of it. Of course, that is very much Hezbollah's vision of Hassan Nasrallah. Of course, in many other parts of the region, as we were saying, in Syria, for example, his death will be celebrated. And certainly in Israel, they wanted to remove him as the leader of Hezbollah because, of course, there have been those Hezbollah strikes that have been coming across the border from Lebanon into Israel since the 8th of October. They wanted to move Israelis back into that northern part of the country, and they will certainly see this as a victory for Israel, as something that will strengthen Israeli security, and they will see it, I think, as a very successful military mission. So just confirming there, Lewis, that news that we've been talking about and waiting for the last few hours, Hezbollah have now confirmed the death of their leader, Hassan Nasrallah, in that Israeli strike here in Beirut last night.
Anna, thank you very much for that for the moment.